Previously in the Thursday Night GT Championship. We are underway for the start of Season 2. Dominant win for Adele in the opening race. Oh, Adam hard into the wall. A commanding victory for Dominic. Liam is in another league for his first victory of the season. Oh, we're free abreast going into the fast right-hander at turn 5. Ben wins his third race of the season. The Bentley boys are dominating again. Hello and welcome to Zolder for round 17 and 18 of the Thursday Night GT Championship, brought to you from Race Department. We are in Zolder this week, as I just said. This is a track in the northeast of Belgium, 4 km long, 16 corners. Originally built in 1963, and it formerly hosted the Belgian Grand Prix back in the day. And for those that follow other championships, it currently holds the Blancpain Enduro series, so pretty ideal for these sort of cars. And as we did at the start of the season, we have got Ben, our Season 1 runner-up and title contender. How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? You got your teeth in?
Yeah, I just thought I'd...
Put them back in? Yeah, good mate, thanks. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Ben, you came here last season and you finished in 4th. Not the best result you're probably looking for, but how are you feeling coming into it this week?
Well, it was okay with the car change. Obviously, things were a bit tricky, and I wasn't actually living at home as well, so it made it more awkward. But yeah, just
living on the streets, then, yeah.
As see how it progresses.
Yeah, as you said, we have changed cars, so we have got a few significant changes, mainly the car changes. We also do have a new face in the paddock. We've got the experienced, the very, very experienced, because he's that old, Rob, in for Ronnie. As you said, he's very experienced in sim racing. He's done quite a lot of years and quite a lot of races. How do you think he'll cope in a new category of car? I don't think he's ever raced in GT3.
He's only ever really raced Formula 1. But yeah, they've wheeled him out the nursing home, and I'm sure he's probably no one put his teeth in and
get his tiger claws back out.
Yeah, let's get the Zimmer frame out the cupboard and off you'll go, mate. And off you'll go.
Yeah. Let's actually run through the car changes quickly. Let's have a little run through. Andrew originally chose his championship winning number 16 Mercedes, but after seemingly ruling himself out of the championship, he has changed back to the M3 that he started the season in. Gazza, on the other hand, is letting his driving do the talking by choosing the Bentley, which has already been proved to be fast by title rivals Adam Racing. Both drivers are choosing last season's championship winning car, the Mercedes SLS. However, both have stayed quiet over the break, so we don't know quite what to expect. Adam Racing are proving to be the class of the field so far this season, with 9 victories between them, and this probably justifies why they're both happy to stay in the Bentley. Drivers have gradually been working their way up the field, and Thomas decided to stick with what he knows and stay in the Aston Martin. Benjamin has decided differently and wants to test his pure driving skills against the big boys, and has chosen the Bentley. While Lance has 2 podiums and Liam has a win, these boys are looking strong, but both have changed cars looking to step it up a gear. Lance has gone for his native American car in the Corvette, an unknown machine in this league, but we all know what Lance is capable of. Liam felt the McLaren was underpowered and has since chosen the BMW M3, and he seems very happy about his chances. Pren has decided to join colour schemes with Jason and has gone for the traditional orange McLaren. Jason has been very quiet but has stayed with the McLaren SLS, which has proved he is quick in already. Watkins Glen pole sitter Dean has decided to go for the Aston Martin to try and boost his points haul. Ola has been on a charge lately, but has put his hopes of breaking into the top 5 in the capable hands of the BMW M3. Bajny has had some solid drives so far this season, but has changed to the BMW Z4, which is a proven race winner in the GT3 AM division. Rad Racing has also acquired the very experienced racer of Rob McEwen. Although he is new to this game, he is chasing the safe bet of a BMW M3. These are your revised drivers and cars, so let's find out what the rest of the season holds for the drivers. The people that did change cars have actually got a qualifying ban for both races, I believe, this week.
Yeah, it's both races, qualifying ban, and also obviously 10 points on their racing licence, and that's shown on the championship standings. So yeah, I think it was about 3/4 of the grid, so qualifying was a bit non-existent, really.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only 5 people that didn't change, and 6 including Rob.
Yeah.
So do you think it was a bit of a farce?
Well, no. I mean, you got. If people are going to change, then there has to be a penalty. We just didn't expect so many people to want to change.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we set the rules, and that's what we stand by. So.
Yep, fair enough. Unfortunately, there wasn't any feature race highlights, but we do have the results. So we got Adele winning, Andrew second, Ben in third, Dean in fourth, Liam in fifth. We got Gaza followed by the 2 Bentleys quite far down actually. Do you think it was a bit of a dip in form? I mean, Dominic was on pole, or maybe are they just struggling around here?
No, not with Dominic. No, he had a bit of a scruffy start to the race. He was having a bit of contact with a few people, not his usual standards sort of thing. And then he had a problem in the pits. He pitted and they didn't change the tyres. So he had to re-pit again. Fell to the back of the field and ended a real drive through the field, past a lot of cars, and then past Adam with a couple laps to go. So actually did a really good job to salvage the position he did. So yeah.
Yeah, and Adele third win of the season. Could this be a turning point for him?
It looks that way. Yeah, he's much happy with the Mercedes. I think he's finding the same sort of pace that Andrew had in that car last season. So yeah, he looks a completely changed man in that car.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a woman. It just means he's a changed man. Just make that point.
He's got bigger balls now.
I haven't seen. He's too far away. He's in Cyprus.
Anyway, let's go straight on to the sprint race. Was there much of a reverse grid?
Well, it was an epic qualifying session.
How many people qualified?
About 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So this could be very interesting. So let's see what happens. So we've got Dominic on pole, followed by Adam. And then who's this? Oh, someone else. Tom. Oh, new cars are so confusing. That's Rob, I believe. And then that's you.
That's Adele.
Adele, damn, that's you.
Me.
Yep, there we go. Then we've got Andrew. Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, there's 3 people in the white Bentley, so thanks for that, everyone. That's Pren.
That's Dean.
Dean, excellent news.
Ola,
all right.
Bajny.
Lance. I know Lance is in the Corvette.
And Liam.
And Liam at the back. Okay.
Yep.
Oh yes, we got the explosions back. Great news. And we're away! Off out of the traps. And running down into turn 1, a long left-hander. Anyone going to run wide? Doesn't look like it yet, but pretty clean start by the looks of things as Dominic takes the lead, or keeps the lead through turn 1, followed by his teammate. And this is probably where I need to get the spotters guide up because I can't remember who's who.
Right, yeah, so that's Dom leading, Adam, Adele third, myself fourth, then you got Gaza in fifth, and then everyone else is sixth. Jay's in the other Mercedes, by the way, just to let you know.
Okay.
That's Jay and Tom there. Look, Tom up the inside, and there's contact, and the contact glitch puts them both off. More contact with Andrew.
Oh, someone's going to cross the track. Yeah, was that Andrew?
It seemed that way, yeah.
And now Tom's been pushed out wide, yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah, and we're on board with Rob, I believe. He's dropped quite far back at the start, actually. And Pran around the outside, excellent maneuver there. And then we see Andrew coming out wide onto the gravel, and then Rob can't quite avoid Tom there.
Yep.
And then someone else down the inside. Man, this I thought I was well prepared this week, but clearly not. Oh no! Pran into Liam, I believe.
That's right.
Liam into Pran, one or t'other. Both got away, and there's a white Bentley of someone else. How do you tell the difference between the three white Bentleys?
I'll just go with a number, but that would look like Gazan as a replay of this, and yep, Gazan's lost it over the vicious curbs at the first chicane. A common fault that, and just getting out of the way, doing the right thing, going the left hand turning back into the race.
Yeah, the two Bentley boys so strong already this season. Adam in second, and who was that in third? Sorry.
Yeah, that's Adele in third,
That's
and
Adele in
so it's
third.
Bentley, Mercedes, so it's both Adon boys and then the out of control racing cars.
Yeah, excellent news. So across the line for the end of the first lap. It's been a pretty busy first lap, but this is Adele having a look round the outside of Adam into the first corner. If he can stick it round there, he's got the inside for the next corner, and he's pulled it off. Excellent manoeuvre there. But will Adam come back? He's having a little look. But no, can't quite make it stick. And is that you in fourth, Ben?
But yeah, that's me bring up the rear, so to speak. But yeah, that's now that's a good mix. Now we've got Bentley, Mercedes. So these two teams slugging out as usual.
Yeah.
And great move by Adele. And he pulled that move a few times in the feature race. In fact, both Mercedes were pulling that. But can Adele catch Dominic? Dominic's pretty dominant normally in this situation when he's out front, like a Vettel situation.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm starting to look over the back of Adam here.
Yeah. Can't quite make it into the chicane. Very tight chicanes on this track. You kind of have to be right alongside. But Adam off the track into the wall and around he goes. Is he going to be able to carry on? That's the question.
No, I'm just hearing no. He's back in the pits and he's out of the race.
Oh dear, not good for Adam showing such strong pace all season, but having such bad luck with technical or reliability. But back in the pack, I think this was for 6th or 7th, and there's quite a cluster of cars here as you come into the final chicane.
Yeah, it's a battle for 6th, but it involves about half the field. You got Vajni, Liam, and that looks like Gaza, who's coming back from his spin, Tom, Pren, and then at the back there, that looks like Andrew recovering as well. He's got damage as well.
Oh, Tom's wide. And he's only going to lose 2 places, I think. Yep, Pren sticking it round. As we skip forward to Adele, he's looked to have caught. Actually, he's a lot closer to Dominic now. Ben trying to keep pace, but a little bit further back.
Yeah, Adele's half the gap there, I would say, and he's taking the fight to Dominic. We haven't seen this for quite a long time, actually.
Yeah, Adele's of recently. Yeah, he's kind of been the mobile chicane, but definitely not the case this weekend.
No, he's bang on form now. This is what we saw at Bathurst at the start of the season, but this is in dry conditions. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Obviously, this is a dusk to dark race, and there's not really many lights around this track. Is visibility? Oh, who's that? Was that Jason?
Yeah, Jason coming off the track. The second chicane. That's a bit of a tricky one as well.
He's running
well. To answer your question, it's pretty well lit.
It's not as well lit as Dubai though. That's the
No, the problem with it.
Oh, is that Adele off the track? Oh, is that the end of his chance to get the victory? And Ben slips through, and
the crowd are loving it.
And West Ham have just equalised. Yeah. Even though I'm not a West Ham fan, but yay. Don't want United to win. Carrying on. Battle for 8th. This is Liam. Is it? Yeah, Liam coming around the outside of Rob. Excellent manoeuvre, pushing Rob onto the gravel, but Rob's going to have to concede there. And now he's under pressure from, I assume that's Gaza. Gaza looks like he's down the inside already. Yes, he is. Rob kind of just wanting to fit in a little bit in the moment.
Yeah, he's just finding his feet, really. I mean, it's tricky, especially this track as well. What I was saying about the lights, though, is that there's like a flickering as you drive under them. It's like light, then dark, then light, then dark.
Yeah.
This looks like a bit of team manoeuvring here as Ben lets Adele go through. Sorry, I let Adele go through.
Such a gentleman.
I know, it's my age. If you can chase after Dominic again.
Yeah, as we're back on board with Rob. Oh, a little bit of a sideways moment. And again, and he's across the track. Is he going to hit the wall? Looks like he just avoided it, but he's lost 3 places there.
The old boy's got some skills there to keep that out of the wall.
Yeah.
Be even better if he could find the light switch, but never mind.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Tom, same issue. But
Yeah.
Andrew trying to recover back through the field from starting pretty much at the back. Got Tom just ahead of him, and then Bajny having another good run, actually. Bajny's really finding his feet of late.
Yeah, impressed with Bajny. It's change of cut into the Z4, obviously, for this race. He used the Z4 last season as Andrew sweeps around the outside of Tom into turn 2. A very nice move indeed. Just trusted the fact that he could outbrake the Aston, and it seemed to work. So his next target will be, in fact, Bajny.
Yes, and here we go. He's going to have a look down the inside of the chicane. Will Bajny see him? No, but he doesn't need to because Andrew pulls out of it. So now Tom's going to be on his tail to attack. But not near enough. Andrew definitely got the legs on Bajny here, but it's just a matter of time by the looks of it. Bajny's gone defensive. Yep, he keeps the place for now.
Great driving by Bajny. He's just like, literally, if you're not alongside me, I'm turning in. So
Yeah,
if you're going to pass, you need to make it a good one.
make it decisive.
Yeah.
As Tom's having a little look now, and here goes Andrew onto the grass. Almost could have gone into him there, but will Tom be through? That's the question. Doesn't look quite like it is.
No.
Come over the line again. Excellent racing from these guys, and all the while Rob and Pren are closing in again. There they are.
What a great fight this is.
Single file through this bit, but oh, he goes down the inside again. Andrew Bajny's given him room this time and almost kind of taps him out of the way for holding him up, but he's through, and now Tom's straight on the tail. He's going to try and make his move stick as quickly as he can to carry on putting the pressure on Andrew. And oh, Andrew on wide. Is that Bajny back through? I think
Yes,
it might be. Yeah.
Bajny's back through and he's looking to see where he is.
Yeah. That's a shame as Pren goes across the grass and kind of half spins. So that might be the end. Oh no, actually he's not too far back, so he's not lost too much time. And the producers from BBC are just telling me that West Ham have not equalised and they have lost the game. So before you take me up on that, that is the result.
The Hammers have got hammered again.
Yeah, unfortunately it was to Man United, so no one likes them.
Meanwhile, on track,
Yeah.
still ahead of Tom, with now Andrew back behind the pair of them, and Rob, holding on with no lights on because he's too tight to put a penny in the meter. Bren's still in touch though, despite his half spin.
Yeah, and the thing for Andrew now is Will's getting stuck behind these, make him a bit desperate. Will he make some desperate lunges down the inside? But he's actually got a really good run out here. Will he might get Tom, or maybe even Bajny as well. Is there a free abreast coming into the first corner almost? Not quite. But
Well, this can't work.
Tom ran the outside, Bajny a little bit of a bump, and they've both gone wide, and that is it. Andrew's through, and Rob almost collects him. And Tom into the wall, I think, on the inside of turn 1. Here is a replay. I think we're on board with Tom. Yeah, we're looking at Tom. And in fact, I think Rob did collect him. And he's not in the wall, but Pren looked like he's spun as well.
Pren was laughing so hard he had to spin.
Just to make him feel better.
Yeah, but that was kind of a racing incident. I think Bajny was a bit hot to the corner, as was Tom, and then they both seemed to run out of talent. That's fair.
And now Liam and Gazza, these two have been at it on the forums recently as well.
Oh yes.
Excellent to read.
Not only read, but also when we're practicing, they're giving each other a stick in the on the headsets and stuff. So yeah, that's quite funny.
It's good banter.
Yeah, it is banter. Yeah.
Do you think these two are both entitled to feel confident about their chances for the rest of the season?
Yes, Gaza especially, as he's looking down the inside of Liam actually into the last chicane. Liam's like, no, thank you. Liam definitely, though. I think he's a class driver actually. I think Gaza's about to overtake him. I haven't said that.
Both got one win already this season.
Yeah, Gaza, I'm surprised. He should have more than that, really.
Yeah.
The talent that he is. And Liam, I'm pretty sure he's going to be one that's going to score a win or so in the final half of the season. But yeah, look at this. This is pretty much like they're talking in the week. They're at each other's throats.
Yeah, Liam can't quite get it back round the outside. Bit too long of a corner, really. But he's going to stay hot on his heels and be there for any mistake, keeping him under pressure.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying how many white cars we have in the league now.
I'm really cool. Not, because it's really confusing for me.
There you can see like the light flickering I was on about earlier.
Yeah.
It's kind of not lit up the whole track, just patches, and it kind of makes you want to have a little fit.
So obviously the big change this weekend was the cars. What made you change to the SLS?
Well, we couldn't get on with the Porsche, especially around here. We just had like another ski jump like we had at Bathurst, where the car would just launch itself in the air. And then, to be honest, we were just mentioning it, and everyone seemed to be positive about doing the change. So we went to the Mercedes because we feel it's the only car that can really challenge the Bentley, possibly not around corners. And we're surprised how well it's going around here actually, but we feel it's the only car that can possibly challenge the Bentley. So, to
be fair, you haven't been quiet about it all season.
Well,
you've been mentioning it most of the season.
We've done it respectfully, but we were literally. Well, I mean, Adele can drive the damn thing, as you've seen now. Look at his performance today compared to the rest of the season. But I mean, I got as much as I could get out of the damn thing, and literally, I was driving on the edge every single race. But it doesn't matter. It's at least everyone's in the cars they want now, so there can be no more excuses.
Yeah. So you're aiming for the title now.
Yeah. I mean, I missed out last season. I don't want to miss out again. But I mean, Dom is on form, as you're seeing in this race. So not just Dom, but Gaza, Andrew, and even Adele now is they've got to count themselves as title challengers.
So who do you think, guys that are in a new car, who do you think's probably gaining the most time? Gaining
actually
getting the best out of it?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I think the guy that's gained the most time actually is it's between two people. I think it's Ola and Benjamin, I believe. Yeah. I think that's Dom winning the race, and I think that's... no, it's not. It's Dom leading the race, Adele's second.
Quite comfortably.
Yeah.
And then Ben in third.
Yeah, there he is.
Quite a lonely race for the guys at the front at the moment, but obviously you've got to keep the pace up, can't drop off.
Just want to say, here he is, Dean.
Dean.
I would say he was the star of the weekend, to be fair. He's been threatening this sort of result all season, just
Ola in
literally.
Fifth?
Yeah, go on, sorry.
Is that Ola in fifth?
It was Ola in fifth, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but, a bit of a battered front end, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, but Dean, he deserves the finish he got in the first race, which was fourth, and it looks like he's on his way to another fourth here, and that would double his points for the season, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, we all know, most of us know how quick Dean has been in the past.
Just want to mention that Prench has completed his hat-trick of half spins.
Yeah, I thought he dropped back quite quickly. So, Pren's on form. Maybe he's struggling to get used to the car, or maybe just using a bit too much curb.
Bit of both, I would say.
I mean, the two UK USA boys, Lance and Liam, both changed from McLaren, so they obviously didn't feel it was the best car, but Pren's gone the other way.
Well, the word on the street, if I could say that, is the McLaren's the easiest to drive. If, you're struggling or whatever, and Pren's not showing that at the moment. But I mean, it's a fast car. We saw that at Bathurst, if you remember, down that long back straight. It was Lance really tearing people apart when it was, like you say, Lance especially.
Podium, even.
So that car's got potential, and I think if you're going to change car now, you want to change into a car that has potential.
Yeah.
Lance has got the American dream there.
Yeah, I was surprised that no one actually went for one of the American cars. Lance, quite a last-minute decision, actually, went to the Corvette. Obviously, I would have asked him, but he's not here. So maybe I'll ask him next week.
He's probably testing the Corvette based on being 10th right now. So.
Yeah, he's coming down the inside of Rob. These two know each other pretty well and they respect each other quite a lot. He's had to back out there. Rob taking the normal racing line. Lance having to concede. And now Pren is on the back of Lance. Question is, will he be able to get through? Don't know who we're on board with. Into the wall. Might be Rob.
This isn't. Who's this? This could be really important.
Someone.
Still can't see the cameras. Not
it's
Julian.
Jay. Jason even. Julian's not in this anymore. But Rob's gone straight on at the last chicane. Bren's already got past Lance. And a bit of a bump. Rob, I think, conceding both of them places there.
Yeah.
And a bit of a battered front end for Lance. As Jason's retired.
Yeah.
That is a shame. He was going pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I think he was running 6th at the time, so he hasn't taken the points that his performance has deserved this weekend.
Is he going to be in that colour for the rest of the season, or?
Well, that's the question I need to ask him, actually.
Because I thought, Lance is through on Prem.
Nice move.
I thought, no, Prem's coming back, actually. I was going to say, I thought both of them boys were going to be in orange. I thought it was going to be a really nice sort of team colour.
Yeah, that was the hope. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Oh, he's almost gone round again as Pren, but he's just about held it together. And now Lance is going to be breathing down his neck. Again, these boys have raced together before. And Lance is having a look down the inside. Pren's gone straight on again. He seems to be really struggling with this chicane. I think he's going to have to concede that, actually, as it looks like he is. Fair play, good driving.
Well, we'll call that 4 now. It was going to be 3.5 after the first chicane of spins, but we'll call that 4.
Yeah. Pren clearly having a tough time around this track. I think he's probably happy to get out of this place, to be fair. Yeah,
without doubt. It's not working out quite so well. Again, I think it was a bit of a late change for the McLaren, so maybe he's just struggling to get to grips with it. That would explain Lance's form in this race as well. It was a late change for the Corvette as well, so more to come from him.
Yeah.
Looks like Dom's going to the flag.
Yeah, as very dominant victory again. Dominant Dom takes another win this season. And
he did that.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And Adele can't quite come back, but nonetheless, it was an excellent drive. Third. Ben, you got given a place there. Was that a sort of Red Bull kind of tactic? If you can't catch him.
Trick, but Dean, for me, the guy of the weekend.
Yeah, excellent drive. Ola breaking into the top 5 in his kind of misshaped M3. And who's this? I think this is Gaza.
Gaza 6th. And then
be disappointed with that, but obviously had a bit of an issue at the start. And Liam in 7th.
So bragging rights go to Gaza this weekend.
Andrew kind of come through in 8th if he can hold on. Ahead of Bajny, who's really actually hot on the heels of Andrew, so really good drive there.
Brilliant drive for Bajny. It was a great performance, fight and drive.
There we go, 10th, 11th and 12th, and Rob's gone round.
Yeah.
Is that a celebratory donut for actually finishing the race, or?
I think he may have dropped his spectacles. Yeah, no, it was that was just I think, outbreak moment.
Yeah. So a more good driving. Wasn't the best of races, but it was entertaining enough to keep you going for a week. Quite a decent race.
It was a bit of a mixed up field, It was a bit different to what you've seen in the first part of the season. So it looks like a couple of people have got their act together. So maybe that week breaks helped as well to give people a bit of extra time to get used to the cars if they've stayed in them. And obviously people were testing the ones that they've changed to. So great to see Dean on form. Great to see Ola as well. Did a great job. Yeah,
some really good drives. So shall we have a little look at the points?
Yeah, you can. That's great. Yeah, so the points, as you mentioned there, Sieg's been a change at the top, so I'm back in the lead after the 2 podiums.
And you're so smug about that, I reckon. I bet you're smiling away to yourself right
doing
now.
a Clarkson smugness grin right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I've stopped. But anyway, it's a narrow lead. It's only 2 points over Dom, who's in second after a great sprint race win there. I think that's his 7th win, 6th win. Yep, 6th win. Gareth third with the Bentley, but they're starting to fall back quite far now. Andrew, not a great weekend. Doesn't really want to talk about. Oh no, not great, not bad. Actually, he took some points out of Gaz. I'll take that back. So not a bad weekend. Adele, easily the best weekend he's had for a long, long time. So people's clear about him now on 158, 115.
It's pretty much an identical weekend to Bathurst.
Yeah. I would say it's positive for Adele. I think he'll keep that up. Liam's jumped a couple of places up now. He's the lead UK US Pingy at 72 points. Head of Lance now on 67. Tom 9th. Ola's 10th. Dean's shot up quite a few places. Like I say, he's just doubled his points in one race. So he's up to 11th. Jay's fallen back to 12th now. Benjamin missed that race, so he's 13th. Vajni 14th. Pren 15th. And the old boy, bring up the rear, so to speak, is Rob in 16th.
Yep, 99 being the age of that man.
Not his shoe size.
No. You know what you say about people with big shoes?
They trip over a lot.
Yeah, and they also have big socks.
Yeah, the teams though as well. That's sort of changed around a bit. Out of control racing back in front of Gua, and they pulled quite a nice lead there with a big score of 62 points, which is pretty much as good as it gets. Adom third, falling back because Adam had a bit of a shocker. And then you've got UK USA, Bermuda Racing, Dark Horse Racing.
Have you got a bit of a cough there? And I think Ben's picked up quite a bad case of the coughs.
Yeah. Dog flu.
Dog flu.
Only hurts when I bark.
Anyway. So.
Sorry, I was wrestling my dog.
Yeah, unlike normal places, dogs are allowed in the commentary box.
Yes, only guide dogs. Rob, get it out of here now.
I've completely lost what I was going to say. Yeah, GT3 last week they raced at Hockenheim while everyone else had a week off. There were 2 repeat winners from the races they've already done. We got Alexander Folashuk, I think that's how you pronounce it, won the feature race, and the championship leader Garland Allen won the sprint race. But this series is starting to properly take shape now. You've got some obvious leaders and a midfield pack, but again it is pretty well even, I would say, throughout the field.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah, thanks for your 2 cents on that.
Well, actually, I walked away and hit the dog, and now I've come back and I just guessed the question. But yeah, you got some fast guys in there, and clearly some of them can make it up to the pro category without any problem. So it's just running without assist. Some people can, some people can't, to be honest with you. So
yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have a sprint race this week for the GT3 AMs, but we did have a feature. So let's have a quick peek at how that took place. There are a few new faces this week in the GT3 AM division, but it was Frolov on pole for round 7 after changing to the rough car from his old Corvette. But it was a pretty clean getaway from everyone. But Frolov ran a little bit wide and Viatrauser took it round the outside and taken the lead. A little bit further back though, Glenn Owls in the Aston Martin made a little bit of a mistake, tagging one of the McLarens and taking himself off into the gravel. Back at the front note, Viatrauser ran a little bit wide and allowed Frolov and Max Roskosov to get through, but only just before Roskosov used too much of the curbs, made a mistake, and ran off. A little bit further back though, Roskosov's teammate was later involved in a massive crash with Mustafa in the Bentley, and unfortunately they also collect Glenn Owls and Aston Martin. Absolute carnage. The Z4 driver and Mustafa ended up retiring through the damage caused in the crash, but thankfully the Aston Martin driver was able to continue. TDZ ran wide, losing him 2 places, and Frolov later repeated the exact same manoeuvre by running wide but not losing any places this time. Unfortunately though, a little bit later on, Frolov did disconnect in the pit lane. Really disappointing for him. He was running really well at the front, but it was Garland Allen who's taken his 4th victory of the season ahead of a really well recovered Max Roskosov, and Vaitrauser settled in for 3rd position, and TDZ coming home in 4th. This is now the part of the show where I'm going to say something that I haven't said all season and I should have. I'm actually going to thank people. Believe it or not.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I'd firstly like to thank Ben for all the footage he's been supplying, and obviously the explosions in between the videos. They're excellent.
Yeah, would you like more? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah. Thank you for Dean for the intro. Benjamin for the photos and the GT3 AM footage. He's been working.
What sort of photos?
Like the cars.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
For my spotter's guide, which I made myself.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been working really hard behind the scenes actually. So fair play to all of them. And thank you everyone else for watching. And if I've forgotten anyone, then I'm sorry. Obviously, thanks to Lance. Yeah, obviously I'll thank him next week. But
yeah, thanks for not showing up, Lance. Thanks.
Yeah.
And Andrew, thank you.
Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this week's kind of off the cuff sort of process. I say off the cuff. I'm actually really well prepared.
Yeah, you were really good. I apologise for my bad self, but yeah.
So, on a week where we had a lot of changes, there is one thing that has stayed consistent, and that is our leaders. But the rest of the pack are closing in slowly. But will they catch them? Only time will tell. Join us next week in France.